Okay, what about alternating flavors? Right?
Okay.
What about alternating flavors? So Coke has cherry Coke, but I'll
Hmm.
tell you, a wild cherry Pepsi.
I got to tip my cap to you on that one. The wild cherry Pepsi kept me alive in high school. Um, that's a good beverage. It's a good spinoff. It's a good spinoff. I think I like the wild cherry Pepsi more than I like the cherry Coke. They're close though. They're close.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Um,
it's not like it's too far. I mean, what about, I don't know. There's been, man, they've done like wild cherry's good. Do you think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's wild cherry Pepsi?
the cherry's wild and not
Yeah.
domestic. Yeah,
Yeah.
not captive cherries, but wild cherries.
Yeah.
It might be. It might be. There's got a little extra zing to it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't rule that out.
So
Um,
you want to hear some
I think they're
little
both
gimmicks?
doing. I think they're both doing vanilla now, right? I know Coke has
Yeah,
vanilla.
yeah.
I
They've
think
done
Pepsi has a
vanilla. They've
vanilla.
done dude, now there's the fountain where you can go like and pick a Pepsi and they have like the different, you know what I mean?
Sure, sure, sure.
Like it's a souped up fountain. So listen to this, Burn. 1898, PepsiCo's signature cola product. It's been released in its current form. 1898, PepsiCo was founded, but Pepsi's current cola product was released in 1961, right?
Okay.
And then 1982, they did caffeine free. It was called Pepsi Free, right? And then 1988, Wild Cherry jumped in the game, all right? And
Wow,
then
earlier than I would have thought.
earlier, yeah, I thought it was the mid to late 90s. Then, dude, they did Pepsi AM in 1989, encouraging drinking Pepsi with your breakfast. It had 25% extra caffeine and was marketed as a morning drink. So that's pretty fun. Then they did Pepsi Raging Raspberry, Pepsi Strawberry Burst, Pepsi Tropical Chill. Then everyone's favorite, Crystal Pepsi in 1992. I'm sure you
I
remember
remember
Crystal
that.
Pepsi. Dude, that was a hit because they're like, wait, what? Pepsi's not brown? It's clear? Ugh.
Right now, they had the
Right.
Van Halen song played in the commercial, and I'll never
Yeah.
forget that because Saturday Night Live did a sketch called "Crystal Gravy," which was pretty exceptional with the same Van
Great
Halen song
stuff. I
playing.
remember
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
Crystal Gravy. It was great. And then yeah, it only lasted till it started in 1992, lasted till 1993. And then Cristal is a clear citrus cola hybrid cola that was sold for a short time in 1994. I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember Pepsi Kona?
Yeah, was that like a coffee? Is that a
Yeah.
coffee flavor?
So get a load of this. Pepsi, it was Pepsi with coffee flavoring and it was test marketed in Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah. Then they did Pepsi Candy, which I don't really remember.
No, I don't
That was like
recall.
a fruity sweet flavoring. It was sold in Canada, so but
That sounds
Pepsi
about right.
Candy. Yeah. And then they did Pepsi Twist. So it was Pepsi with lemon. And it was featured in 2000 and it stopped in 2006. Yeah. And then do you remember Pepsi Blue?
I do remember Pepsi Blue actually.
Yeah.
I didn't like the look of it. I just don't want to drink blue thing. I already know that I'm putting junk in my body. You turn it blue, I'm like, all right, guys, I get it. I'm poisoning
Oof.
myself.
Dude, then they got smart. They're like, look, we don't need to do all this gimmick. We need to give it taste, right? So they did Pepsi Vanilla, Pepsi Lime, Pepsi Holiday Spice, which was cinnamon, Pepsi Summer Mix, Pepsi Natural, Pepsi Cola Soda Shop. I don't know what this is. A version of Pepsi Cola that is sweetened with sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. Whoa. And lactate or lacting citric acid. It was produced as Pepsi Throwback in May of 2009. So then they did Pepsi Cherry Vanilla, Pepsi X, which was Pepsi with dragon fruit. Yuck. It coincided with the show The X Factor. And then Pepsi Cola made with real sugar and vanilla, Pepsi Cola real sugar and cherry. Dude, when they did Pepsi Cola with the real sugar, that was a big bump for Pepsi, you know?
Listen, I don't understand why they don't keep producing those because there's a pizza
Right.
place by me that still sells glass bottles of Mexican Coke,
Oh,
and
and
it
like
is
hotcakes.
delightful, absolutely
Hotcakes.
delightful. Real
Right?
sugar,
Yeah.
glass bottle, 12 ounces, perfect. It's the perfect
Yeah.
soda mix.
Oh, it's dude, it's yeah. I wish Pepsi did a glass bottle. I don't think they do. And then you got Pepsi Fire, which came out in 2017. Pepsi Salted Caramel, Pepsi Berry, Pepsi Mango, Pepsi Pineapple, Pepsi Apple Pie, Pepsi Hot Chocolate, Pepsi Peeps, Pepsi Cola Cream Soda, Pepsi Black Cherry, Nitro Pepsi, which is nitrogen infused version of Pepsi, released in 2022. What the fuck is Nitro Pepsi? Then they did Pepsi Maple Syrup. It was released as limited edition with IHOP in March of 22. Oh, dude, that's wild. Pepsi S'mores, Pepsi Peach, Pepsi Wild Cherries and Cream, and then Pepsi Floats is upcoming in 2025. They have Pepsi Wild Cherries and Cream. They'll offer in a regular and a zero sugar version, and they'll have Pepsi Floats, which that's not a bad idea. Pepsi ice cream float flavoring. So, Burn, we just went over a massive variety of the different flavors of Pepsi. Do you want to do the same for old Coca-Cola?
No,
Okay.
because it's not necessary. Because Coke doesn't really sell itself out to fucking peeps. Did you say Pepsi Peeps?
Yeah.
Pepsi
Yeah.
Peeps? Get some fucking respect for yourself, Pepsi. Pepsi Peeps? That's Maddie. Come on. You got to admit, you are clutching at straws here if you think that the thing your soda is missing is the infusion of marshmallow peeps. I mean, come on. These seems like the sad acts of a desperate company.
I'm not gonna lie. So Pepsi with marshmallow flavoring. It was released in limited edition sweepstakes in collaboration with Peeps Marshmallow Treats in 2021 Easter season, and in February 2023 it was released in stores for a limited time. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I hate Peeps. I hate them. I
Most
hate
normal
the
people
candy. I despise Peeps. I despise them. Peeps and circus peanuts can go kill
do.
themselves.
Terrible.
The worst. My mom loves them. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's a psycho.
Wait, hold on. This just in coming out in 2026. Pepsi Circus Peanut.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, it should be out any day now. Maddie,
You
listen.
son of a bitch.
Coke,
you had to peeps me, huh?
Coke,
you had to focus on the peeps, huh? You son of a bitch.
Coke,
Fine.
vanilla Coke, and like that's kind of it, right? I mean, we don't need Pepsi maple syrup. Get the fuck out of here.
It was, I mean, could you imagine going to IHOP, getting a stack of flapjacks with a
and
side
being
of
like,
Pepsi
I don't have
syrup?
enough maple syrup involved in my day. I have 4 different kinds of maple syrup on the table right now. Can I get some in my Pepsi as well?
No, the flavor was Pepsi with maple syrup. Yeah. Sounds great. I mean, if it's Pepsi, it's going to be delicious, right?
Just drink the maple syrup at that point, man. What are we doing here?
All right, look at you. You made it to the end of the clip. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's take back that algorithm from all those noodles who have oppressed us with this YouTube noodleness. You guys are the greatest. We love you. Thanks. See ya!